My dear brothers and sisters in the risen Lord, January 11, Saturday after Epiphany of the Lord. John the Baptist was a great prophet. He was greater than any Old Testament prophets. For while they only spoke about the Messiah, John saw and pointed him out to the world. He was not a reed shaking in the wind, but a post standing steadily, pointing towards Christ. He has described himself very aptly with a smile, like a friend of the bridegroom, Jesus Christ. He was like the best man in any marriage party. According to the Jewish custom, the groom's closest friend took upon himself all the responsibility of arranging the wedding. Religiously, the phrase friend of the bridegroom refers to anyone who facilitates nuptial between God and man. St. Paul himself assumed the place of the best man. He said, I feel like divine jealousy for you, for I promised you in marriage to one husband, to present you as the chaste virgin to Christ. 2 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 2. Moses was given the role of the best man by the rabbis in the marriage between God and Israel. In today's gospel, we heard about the John the Baptist clarifying his own stand by vis-a-vis the Messiah, Jesus Christ. Let's note. First note, John the Baptist was not the Messiah. There was a general belief that John the Baptist was a long-awaited and promised Messiah. A delegation of priests and Levites was sent by the Sanhedrin from Jerusalem to ask him if he was the Messiah or the expected prophet. John had very clearly and categorically denied that he was the Messiah. John said that he was the one sent before the Messiah to prepare the way for him. John was just the prophet to make the final preparation of breaking the mountain and dwelling the valleys before the Messiah's arrival. 2. John the Baptist was the best man. John was the bridegroom and John the Baptist was his best man making ready the wedding. As a friend of the bridegroom facilitated the marriage of the bridegroom, so John was sent to facilitate the work of the Messiah. As the friend of the bridegroom cannot marry the bride, so John, who is the friend of the Messiah, cannot claim to be the Messiah. He is only John was to facilitate the marriage of Jesus and his bride, the church. Third, John was satisfied with the advance of Christ. John was a sincere man. He neither yielded to the frown of the priests and Levites who came to question him if he were the Messiah. Nor did he yield to the disappointment of his disciples when they envied the advancement of Christ. Rather, he rejoiced over the advancement of Christ. He very humbly said, Jesus must increase, I must decrease. John's mission was the preparation of the way for the coming of the Christ. And having done that, he had to recede from the scene. When Christ began his public ministry and he occupied the center stage, John's business was over. He had to make the way for Christ. Every priest and minister must be like John the Baptist. Our work is to make a way for Christ in the people's hearts. We must make it a point to advance Jesus and not ourselves. We must make every effort to increase the presence and power of Christ in the hearts of people and in the world. And when that is achieved, we must stand aside and rejoice. May God bless you all.